You go down the tunnel, and soon you hear the bandits in the distance. From the sounds of it, they're having a party, so it is a good opportunity to strike them down. You sneak up on the bandits with your weapons drawn, and you catch them unawares. Some have weapons on them, but you're certainly in the better position. The bandits look around and measure their chances. Their captain finally speaks up. All right then, you win. We don't have your stuff anymore, but we'll give you some of what we do have. Deal? The bandits depart as promised and leave their loot behind. After they've gone, you also discover a cage with some animals inside. There were a lot of dead creatures in the cages, but you also discover a rather fat rat. And since one of you knows a thing or two about animals, they were able to tame the creature and take it with you. skies darken, the air gets cold, and your village is visited by the souls of the dead. They do not attack, they simply wander the fields and houses they once lived in, wailing in sadness for their spirits cannot know rest. Velez himself steps up from the midst of the souls and speaks. I cannot help these souls, not until the balance is restored to Thea. But perhaps together we can take steps to help out. The fools who destroyed it all still dwell in this world. Go, seek them out, seek the knowledge they wield, discover the past to ensure the future. With his last words, Velez changes into one of the souls once more, and together they move on. You feel you know where to seek this knowledge your god spoke of. You find the skeletal remains of a person, most likely an elf, as the bones have a slight silver tinge and are much lighter than any other humanoid bones you know. On the body, you discover a scroll that unrolls as soon as you touch it. There is a smell of burning wood in the air, and the scroll itself seems to be warm to the touch. And so the cosmic tree stood in flames, and with it, the world burned alike. For as the canopy burned, so did the skies turn red, and the heavens were no more. As the core burned, the earth scorched, fields turned to ash, and Thea became a wasteland. Finally, as the roots burned, so did the gates to the underworld, and thus the souls of the dead could find no refuge, no peace, no purpose. You see some notes scribbled on the side of the scroll. Note 1 is written in a beautiful style, impeccable, neat, and very distinct. It reads, "And so our duty failed. Did we fail our charges? Did we abandon them too soon? Or were we never supposed to do so in the first place? Should we have guarded the sacred pillars more vigorously? I must go to the evergreen grove and find answers. Signed, Alicia Silveroak, Scholar of the Age of Thunderer, Keeper of the Knowledge, last of the Sacred Guardians. There is an old map with the grove marked upon it. It won't be easy to follow after all this time, but you do recognize some landmarks. There are also 5 pieces of silver tree bark which emanate with strange power. Note 2 is clearly scribbled in a hurry by an unknown author. The elves seek to diminish our work. No surprise there. I must get to this grove before they can meddle with mankind again. The Sage Tower should give me some clues as to how to stop the elves. The darkness is a side effect for sure, but I'll be damned if I let the magic rule man again. The rest of the notes are too damaged to read. You arrive at a tall stone-built tower. An arched doorway stands ajar and an old man waves at you to come in. You walk into the lower floors of the tower. The room is dark and dingy. The walls are filled with bookshelves, barely holding under the weight of the thousands of works that you think must be housed here. There is a desk and some chairs, and the old man sits behind it. Come in, sit and let us talk. I am Professor Anthony Hufka, formerly of the Grand University. These days, well, on research leave, I suppose. Ah, the Elven Scroll. Have you found the Guardian yet? He went to that Grove place, but I've never been able to find out what happened to him. His pesky student ran off with the scroll before I could write down the directions. And I don't like leaving this tower anyway. Right. Well, he is a wise one. I will grant him that. But his version of history is... history is written by the victors, yes? The elves have been the victors for many thousands of years, and thus they do write our history. I, however, believe it is time we wrote our own. Well, the elves will tell you that the cosmic tree is one of the pillars of the world. I won't go into it. They know it better. They are correct on that, but sometimes pillars must fall in order to build a new house, you know. Right. I am an old man, too old for human existence. I forget myself. So it was us, humans, that burned that damned tree. Yes, we at the Grand University. We had a multinational conference and we came to a conclusion. Magic is stifling humanity. Listen to me. Magic and its prime stewards, the elves, they are keeping us from truly evolving, from reaching our own potential. We can finally be free from superstition, from dark magic, from monsters. We will build a civilization based on reason and knowledge. And yes, this will be costly. Magic will take with it many creatures, not all bad, but humanity will finally be free. Oh, that one. I suppose there is no reasoning with Vele's kin. After all, he is part elven himself. I suppose it is back to the Dark Ages and the whip of the elder people upon our backs. Now go, leave me be. You find yourself standing in an empty field. No tower, no man, nothing. You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside. You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something approaching fast.